Good evening and welcome to the Hawaii Virtual College Fair. We are delighted you are with us this evening and thank you for joining us. Before we get started, I just want to go over a few housekeeping announcements. There is at the bottom of your screen a Q&A button, which you will be able to ask questions to our presenters throughout this session. I do encourage you to go ahead and ask questions as our presenters are more than happy to answer those questions for you. If you have a specific question for a particular institution, I would ask that you address that question to the particular institution. Otherwise, if you have a general question, just go ahead and ask the general question and allow each of our presenters to answer that for you. Your camera and your microphone are both off, so the panelists will not be able to see or hear you. And this is just one of many different sessions that are taking place. So I hope that you would sign up for some additional sessions and take advantage of them. Also, just so you know, this is being recorded along with all of the other StriveScan sessions. And those recordings will be available within about a week at the website where you registered for this particular program. So with that being said, I would like to go ahead and get us started. I'm going to turn this over to our first presenter, who is from the University of Utah.
Good evening, everyone from Salt Lake City. My name is Moana Hansen-Gofe, and I am from the University of Utah, also known as the U. So I'm excited to talk a little bit about the University of Utah. I will give you an overview of the U, talk a little bit about our academic programs, ways to get involved, housing, admissions, and ways to fund your education at the U. So let me go ahead and share my screen. So just a little bit about the University of Utah. We are made up of 2 campus locations, with our main campus located in Salt Lake City and our second campus in Incheon, South Korea. The University of Utah is home to just over 24,000 undergraduate students, with just over 4,400 first-time freshmen. Our student to faculty ratio is 17:1, which is pretty impressive given the size of our student body. In addition, our average class size is just over 23 students, which means you'll have an opportunity to really get to know your professors along with your peers. You'll also get an opportunity to learn from some of the best faculty in the field. Our professors have been awarded over 880 faculty awards. We are considered a Research 1 institution, which means that our faculty and our students are engaged in research in a variety of academic fields. You'll have an opportunity to also take part in this discovery process and really come up with solutions to real-world problems. The University of Utah was recently inducted into the Association of American Universities, which is the top 65 universities throughout the world on the leading edge of innovation and research. We also offer over 150 different academic programs in terms of majors, minors, and certificates. That does mean that you'll have an opportunity to, major in things like business, engineering, nursing, humanities, dance. We have a variety of options for students to choose from and a variety of top 10 academic programs in the nation. The University of Utah is located in Salt Lake City. We are considered a full-fledged college city, but also located in a destination state. We are located about 45 minutes from 7 world-class ski resorts, hours away from 5 national parks, and then just over an hour in flight time from major cities on the West and East Coast, and then a 6-hour and 10-minute flight from the beautiful state of Hawaii. So you really will have access to the best of both worlds at the U. The University of Utah offers a variety of housing options, whether you're looking for a single room, an apartment style room, or double suites. Though housing is optional, we encourage students to live on campus for at least a year. We feel that we have a really great variety of housing options, and it doesn't hurt that we just opened up Collard Village, featured in the middle picture on the top section. Collard Village features some of the state-of-the-art classroom facilities, dining facilities, and a variety of housing options on campus, and just opened up this fall, so you'll have full access to that as a student at the U. There are also a variety of ways to get involved on campus. The University of Utah is home to over 600 different clubs and organizations that are focused on culture, leadership, and then also your interest. So we have organizations like the Pacific Islander Student Association, our Greek Life, our student government, or if you're interested in something like the barbecue club. There are so many different ways for students to find their sense of community and to feel that sense of connection on campus. So let's talk about admissions. The University of Utah uses a holistic admissions approach. So we look at a student, we are looking for a student who is really well-rounded. Primarily, we look at a student's academic performance and preparation, but we're also interested in a student's kind of personal achievements and characteristics. So those extracurricular activities will certainly come into play. The University of Utah is on the Common App. We are currently accepting applications. Our big early action 1 application date is coming up. It is December 1st, with our early action 2 application date coming up on February 1st. Now, if you're thinking about the U, I would set your target dates for December 1st, but apply no later than February 1st. And I'll talk about why that is, and I'll talk about scholarships in just a second. Our application process does require official transcripts, but we have also moved into test optional, and we are now test optional for admission purposes and also for merit scholarship consideration. So if you have your test scores on file, you are welcome to send that over. We will take that into consideration. It will provide some additional context. However, we don't require it, so you don't have to really worry about submitting any test scores starting in the fall 2021 semester. We are extremely affordable. The University of Utah has offered just over $98 million in scholarships and grants. We will consider students for both merit and need-based scholarships just by applying for admissions by February 1st. We also encourage you to file the FAFSA as well so that you're considered for grants, loans, and work study. Again, February 1st being the big date to mark on your calendar. The University of Utah guarantees the WUI scholarship, or what's known as the Western Undergraduate Exchange. That is a tuition discount program for freshman students who live in a WUI state such as Hawaii. That will allow recipients to pay one and a half in-state tuition or 150%. And it's a 4-year renewable scholarship. This is guaranteed for all students who are admitted with a 3.0 GPA. Last but not least is my contact information. So if you have any questions about the admissions process or the various opportunities at the University of Utah, please feel free to contact me directly by phone. You can also schedule an appointment with me online at admissions.utah.edu. Thank you all so much. It's been a pleasure being here with you today.
All right. Thank you, University of Utah. Next up, we have Utah Valley University.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Aloha. I am so excited to talk to you guys about Utah Valley University. I'm your other Utah school. So Moana is actually University of Utah. They are north of us. So if you just go 45 minutes south, that's where you'll find Utah Valley University. We love working with Hawaii. We are so excited. In fact, last year, Moana and I got to come down to the island. And one of my favorite moments was when students would come up to us and they'd be like, hey, so we hear Utah's like a thing now. And it was like the best thing ever because yes, it is. Utah has always been a thing. In fact, it's always been a thing for Pacific Islander communities. So if you'll notice Moana and we are both Pacific Islanders. There's a huge community here and there's great support for Pacific Islander students. So we welcome everyone, especially from Hawaii. I'm going to share my screen and I'll get to show you a little bit about what we're so excited about with Utah Valley. So with Utah Valley University, one of the things that is good to know is that, my gosh, it's so beautiful. The view is amazing. It's breathtaking. And so, it's really awesome. One thing that we love about, our campus that I think everyone appreciates is that, we're a different type of campus. We're kind of modern. We're really edgy and contemporary. The feeling that you get when you come to Utah Valley University, it's not that of an old brick building. It's more of like, you're going on a Google campus, that is exactly how one of the parents that came from Hawaii last year described our campus. We love it. We really think you'll enjoy it. One of the very unique things about Utah Valley University is that we are open admission. So our message to everyone is come as you are. We still accept your ACT or SAT scores along with your GPA. Obviously, that's important for scholarship consideration. But if high school wasn't a thing for you, hey, that's okay. Our message is still come as you are, and we are open to everyone, regardless of your background, regardless of how you did in high school, etc. This is another picture of campus I was showing you. Guys, I'm not going to be able to share everything about Utah Valley University, but I'm going to share you the things that are exciting. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me directly later. One of the things that we're really proud of is that we were actually ranked number 3 in the nation for ROI, return on your investment, by Business Insider. So what does that mean? That means that you get the best bang for your buck here at Utah Valley University. High quality education for a super affordable cost. And that's good news, especially if you live in Hawaii. We have sports, we have everything. It's a really cool community here. I think you guys will absolutely love it. One of the things that's really unique about our institution is that we it's called a dual mission institution. So we not only focus on vocational pursuits, for example, bachelor's degrees, et cetera. We also focus on technical pursuits. So we offer associate degrees and technical degrees, and the possibilities are so many, 234 to be exact. One of the things that's pretty unique about Utah Valley University, and I think you guys will really appreciate, is that the president of Utah Valley University is a minority woman, let alone a Filipino woman. And so the reason why we're so happy to share about the president of our institution, because her story is awesome, and it's really one of merit. And so, the reason why we share that is because, hey, if you are a student who's a first generation student who, or maybe is a student from a multicultural background, it's kind of cool to go to an institution that's being led by someone who understands that. President Tuminis has a great portfolio. You can even Google her. Before she came here, she worked for the United States government in all over the world. But right before she came to Utah Valley University, she was actually an executive for Microsoft. So she was essentially Bill Gates' right-hand woman in all of the Asian market. And it's really awesome to go to an institution that's being led by someone like President Tuminis. One of the things that's really cool here in Utah Valley University, actually all over Utah, is that we're so focused on the outdoors. In the professional world, we talk about work-life balance, right? Man, in college, you got to have student life balance. And so one of our biggest focuses is like, we try to get our students out there and enjoy, there's therapy when you go and you enjoy the outdoors and stuff like that. So we're really an outdoor school as well. One of the things that's really cool about Utah Valley University is among so many world renowned programs is our aviation program. We are actually top 10 in the nation. And so we're nationally ranked and internationally recognized. So that's a huge deal for students from Hawaii who just want to get off the rock and want to fly all over the world. Utah Valley's aviation program is one of the best in the world, and I think you'll really appreciate it. I want to share a quick video here about sort of like the culture here at Utah Valley University. And if you have any other questions, you can reach out to me directly.
Who am I? And furthermore, what do I want? What makes you itch? That's the most important investigation anyone can make. But you don't find this out until you investigate. I always ask the question, what would you like to do if money were no object? How would you really enjoy spending your life? If you say that money is the most important thing, you will spend your life completely wasting your time. Forget the money. After all, if you do really like what you're doing, you can eventually become a master of it. And then you'll be able to get a good fee for whatever it is. Therefore, it's so important to consider this question. What do I desire?
Thank you so much for having me. And we'll now turn the time over to our facilitator.
All right. Thank you so much. Next up, we do have Gonzaga University. Just a reminder to our attendees that the Q&A feature is live, so please do ask your questions. All right, Gonzaga.
Hi, everyone. I'm so happy to be here with you today. I'm Erin Hayes. I'm Director of Admission at Gonzaga University. I'm also the GU Admission Counselor for all students from Hawaii, and I look forward to working with you this year, years beyond, however long you will allow me to. Gonzaga is a private liberal arts Catholic university in the Jesuit tradition. Jesuit education is world renowned for providing holistic development, mind, body, and spirit. And at Gonzaga, that's what we focus on, cura personalis, the Latin term for care of the whole person. Gonzaga University is a top 21% nationally ranked university that educates students from many different faiths and backgrounds for lives of leadership and service for the common good. We are located just across the Spokane River from downtown Spokane in Washington State, and our campus is about a 15-minute walk along the Centennial Trail into the downtown area. We are on the eastern side of the state of Washington, which is known for being a lot sunnier and having 4 very distinct seasons. This proximity to downtown is really great for internships, service, shopping, restaurants, nighttime activities, and more. And adjacent to the city is a state park, making hiking, mountain biking, and kayaking within minutes of campus. What's become really popular is stand-up paddleboard right on that river outside of campus, as well as some kayaking and canoeing. We also have 5 ski resorts within 2 hours, 76 lakes, and 33 golf courses in our region. Gonzaga is a medium-sized university with just over 5,200 undergraduate students who hail from almost 50 states and over 40 countries. We have students from about 24 different faith backgrounds and some of no faith at all, and our staff and faculty mirror this religious diversity. We offer over 75 programs, academic programs in 5 colleges. There's the College of Arts and Sciences and schools of business administration, education, engineering and applied science, and nursing and human physiology. 56% of our students study abroad, either on our campus in Florence, Italy, or in over 30 other countries. And when students study abroad, their financial aid package goes with them, which is why so many of our students make it possible. There is an emphasis at Gonzaga on interdisciplinary and hands-on experiences, such as internships and project-based learning in the School of Business, design projects and research and engineering, research in the social sciences, humanities, natural sciences, performance and performing arts, fieldwork, and education. There's so many opportunities to learn by doing. With an average class size of 22 and a student to faculty ratio of 11:1, and faculty teaching courses and labs, we are able to offer personal attention in the classroom as well as really close advising. In fact, we are ranked in the top 5% nationally for best undergraduate teaching. We have happy students with 92% coming back for sophomore year after first year in the middle of a pandemic. Normally our retention rate is 94 to 95%. We are thrilled that we are at 92% this year and that students are trusting us to be at school during this time of COVID that we are in. We have very successful graduates with the class of 2019 reporting that 94% of them are working or in graduate school or doing a long-term competitive service program like the Peace Corps. We are one of the top schools in the Peace Corps. 83% of our students come from over 200 miles away. And while Gonzaga offers great academic challenges, we do that with a lot of support and opportunities for students to grow and share their gifts outside the classroom. We offer over 130 clubs and organizations, strong residence hall communities, and you are required to live on campus the first 2 years. We have speakers, dances, cultural festivals, service and advocacy opportunities, very active intramural club and Division I athletics, and many optional retreats and spiritual options. We provide excellent resources for students through many offices, such as our Center for Student Academic Success, which includes our Disability Access Office for students with learning and physical differences, and free tutoring in just about every subject area. I also want to highlight our Unity Multicultural Education Center and our Lincoln LGBTQ+ Center, both as great resources as being homes away from home, and for students to be able to be in community as well as share and further develop their leadership. As a special community for our students from Hawaii, we have a very active Hawaii Pacific Islander Club, or HPIC. The club is focused on supporting each other as well as having fun. New Zags from Hawaii go on a shopping trip with older students every September for winter clothes. There's also a trip to nearby apple orchards in the fall for a big festival and getting pumpkin donuts, a winter snowboarding excursion, and a spring luau that typically hosts about 400 people. We use the common application for admission. That's the only application we use. And this determines admission and an automatic merit scholarship. Our deadline is December 1st. We have regular decision only, no early action, no early decision, just regular decision December 1st. We have admission in nursing and engineering, and going to that one deadline equalizes this. We are test optional for all majors, for scholarships, for all special programs. And we do a holistic review of the application. So without a test, we'll look more closely at grades, curriculum, and quality of writing, but we also look at activities, involvement in leadership, and character. December 1st is also a good deadline for the FAFSA. 99% of our students are on some form of aid, and it's really hard to be admitted without a merit scholarship. I hope this has helped give you a taste of Gonzaga, and go Zags. I'm gonna put my email in my name in this Zoom so you can reach me later, but I really look forward to working with you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Next up, we have Loyola Marymount University.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Brian Felix. I'm an undergraduate admissions counselor at Loyola Marymount University. I'm happy to be here with you today and to talk to you a little bit about my alma mater. I graduated back in '04, and now I'm here just being able to shed a little bit of light about how wonderful my university, my alma mater actually is. So let's get started. Just like Gonzaga before me, we are a Jesuit institution. There's over 200 Jesuit institutions around the world. LMU is one of 27 Jesuit institutions nationally. We're nationally ranked at number 64 out of all colleges in the country. That's Jesuit and non, which puts us at number 4 among Jesuit institutions. We're very proud of those rankings. A little bit about our Jesuit tradition. So we are a 21st century education, 500 years in the making. We're committed to fostering a diverse academic community, rich in opportunities for intellectual engagement and real world experience. I believe that the LMU campus itself, in which I'm going to go into a little bit, really breeds that LMU, that real life experience is going to help prepare you for the next stage in your career. So LMU is founded on our LMU mission, okay? The Jesuit identity is heavily influenced by this mission. And those 3 pillars are the encouragement of learning. Students are encouraged to seek out learning experiences outside of courses they are enrolled in. We want students to take advantage of our location by exploring the culture in Los Angeles, as well as taking your studies global through one of our many study abroad programs. Our next is our education of the whole person. LMU wants to provide you an educational experience that integrates mind, body, and spirit. We want students to develop their interpersonal leadership and professional skills. We encourage you to discover the entirety of who you are and by fully exploring all of your interests while you're here. And finally, we have the service of faith and the promotion of justice. LMU calls its students to live out their faith through action. We are 50% Catholic and 50% non-Catholic, and proud of the spiritual diversity we have on our campus. Having students from a variety of backgrounds and worldviews enriches our students' learning. We want students to explore ways to utilize their skill sets and passions to learn how they can be used for the greater good. Now, our mission you're going to see translated through everything you do at Loyola Marymount University, whether it be in your dormitory and any of the extracurricular activities that you do, but more importantly, in the classroom as well. And that's a testament to our academic experience being a medium-sized campus. Okay, we're large enough to offer a variety of academic and co-curricular and professional opportunities, but small enough to provide that personalized learning experience. The class size and student to faculty ratio that you see there on your left provide more direct contact with professors and peers. Faculty get to know their students on an individual basis and as a result become more invested in their student success. Now tying that in with our academic structure. So we have our core curriculum that we ask every student to take to go in hand with your minor from whichever college that you choose from. We offer a total of 61 majors and 55 minors at Loyola Marymount University. But these 13 core courses that we have really personify, actually embody what the LMU mission is all about in the Jesuit tradition. These 13 core courses we ask you to take in association with your major requirements throughout your 4 years here. The courses are designed to promote our mission statement and examine your beliefs, yourself, your society, and the world around you. We want you to develop that critical thinking, persuasive writing, and those analytical skills. All these traits which are relevant to every profession and sought after by employees after you graduate. The goal at the end is to build men and women for others. But that by the time the students are finished here, we want them to understand the value of both speaking and writing for the common good. Let's talk a little bit about the colleges on your right-hand side. So our first one is our Bellarmine College of Liberal Arts. We have 22 majors and 28 minors, and it stands at the heart of our Jesuit education, a model which promotes interdisciplinary study, preparing graduates for a life of meaning and purpose. Next is our College of Business Administration. We have ranked programs. Our entrepreneurship program is ranked 11th. Our marketing program is ranked 13th. Our accounting program is ranked 18th. And CBA's mission parallels LMU's mission, which is to instill moral courage and creative confidence in its students to, again, lead a life of meaning and purpose. Our next is our College of Communication and Fine Arts. LMU's student-faculty ratio is 10 to 1. At CFA, it's 5 to 1. We want you to build that student-professor relationship. The program offers over 100 performances and events per year for you as a student to be able to show off all of your talents and all of your wonderful abilities. Next, we have our School of Film and Television. We are ranked number 8th in the country for our SFTV program. And the number one thing we'd like to point out is that you own all the work that you produce at LMU. If you were to create the next great screenwrite, and it was bought by Sony Pictures, which is right down the street from us, and they offered you a lot of money for it, LMU is not going to ask you for any proceeds in return, even though you may have used our equipment or our campus in order to create this, this wonderful thing. And a prime example of that is we had a student graduate a few years ago. He developed a cartoon, and that cartoon ended up being bought by Cartoon Network. And later on, that cartoon became Johnny Bravo. And LMU asked for nothing in return from all the proceeds that he received from that. And finally, we have our Seaver College of Science and Engineering. We have a state-of-the-art building that was developed in 2015, and was created initially through some of our alumni engineering majors who helped to design it. It offers state-of-the-art labs with state-of-the-art equipment. And as you walk through the halls of this program, you can see wonderful things there, like walls that are constructed out of glass. So really able to inspire creativity and inspire innovation, okay? Other than that, my name is Brian Felix, undergraduate admissions counselor. I thank you very much for visiting with me today, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.
Okay. Are you, Brian, your time is up. Are you?
Yes, thank you.
Finished?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. All right, our final presenter is from Linfield University.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good afternoon. My name is Lisa Nodal-Bregel, and I'm honored to serve as Linfield's Director of Admission and to also serve as Linfield's Hawaii representative. You could find a place that embraces the uncommon, a place that allows you to be you, a place where you could double major in molecular biology and theater, a place where you could study environmental ethics in Ecuador or healthcare in Peru for a 1-month international study course. A place where your SAT and ACT scores don't define you, you define you. A place where acceptance is an unbreakable promise. That place is Linfield University. That place is in beautiful Oregon. Thank you for taking the time to learn about Linfield today. We begin our journey with an aerial view of part of our nearly 200-acre campus. Linfield has 2 campuses. Our main campus, pictured here, is located in McMinnville, Oregon. McMinnville has about 34,000 residents and is centrally located for short drives to all that the Portland metro area has to offer, day trips to the Oregon coast, and skiing, snowboarding, or hiking in the surrounding mountain areas. Of our 1,400 students on the McMinnville campus, about 100 hail from Hawaii. So you won't be alone here, but you'll definitely have a mainland experience. Linfield University is made up of the College of Arts and Sciences, offering over 40 different majors and minors, including some of the most popular majors listed here. And it's also made up of the School of Business, which offers 7 different academic programs. Students have until the end of their sophomore year to declare a major, and all students are guided by peer and faculty advisors who help them explore their options and build in other learning experiences like international study, research, and internships. The College of Arts and Sciences and the School of Business are both located on our main campus. The School of Nursing is located in Portland, Oregon's largest city, and has the highest first-time pass rate for the NCLEX in Oregon. The NCLEX is the national exam that all nursing students must take in order to become a licensed certified nurse. Our pass rate has been between 90 and 100% every year for the past 15 years. There are 350 students at the nursing school. Students start on the main campus in McMinnville, taking their general education requirements and also their nursing prerequisite courses. And as long as you earn a 3.0 in all of your nursing prereqs, it's an automatic entry to the nursing program. And this photo shows part of our nursing campus. The Linfield curriculum is another name for our general education requirements. Our general education requirements offer students a wide variety of offerings, and you're in charge of what you take. So every class is one of interest. And you have all 4 years to take these, the general education curriculum. You don't need to take it in your first and second year. At Linfield, much of our learning is experiential, including research, internships, fieldwork, and group work within the classroom. These are recent student-faculty collaborative research in the past couple of years. Students have the opportunity for paid research, which takes them to regional and national professional conferences and eventually to some of the finest graduate programs in the country. Each May, Linfield hosts a symposium for students to present their research, perform their music, and demonstrate other forms of talent and academic experiences. 40% of Linfield students study abroad in over 33 different locations around the world before they graduate. We offer 1-month intensive abroad programs in January or May, fall and spring semester exchanges, and year-round for language majors. And Linfield pays for the round trip airfare for every student's first international experience. A typical Linfield student is an active Linfield student. From performing arts to leadership and clubs, there's no excuse to get bored. Our biggest events include the Spring Hawaii Luau, our Hispanic celebration, and Wildstock. Wildstock is an end-of-the-year concert and outdoor festival enjoyed by all. You'll live in beautifully appointed dorm rooms for your first 2 years, and then you can move into on or off-campus apartments. You'll dine in our main dining commons, and we actually serve rice for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so you won't miss that. We have an on-campus Starbucks, and we also have a grab-and-go cafe serving things like panini sandwiches and yogurt parfaits. More than 30% of our students participate in our 21 NCAA Division III athletic programs. Our sport teams are very, very competitive, some at the national level. So if you're a senior in high school, it's important to start getting in contact with our coaches. We are a common application school, much like others that you've heard about here today. And we do have Linfield member questions, so make sure you don't forget those. We have no application fee, so no students have to pay an application fee. And for fall of 2021, we're actually test free. The entire state of Oregon had no testing sites this past spring or this current fall semester. And so it really made sense for us to go test free. And so if you submit your SAT or SAT exams, we'll not look at those for the application or the scholarship process. Not a worry. We offer scholarships up to $26,000 per year based on your weighted grade point average. And we re-weight every student's grade point average to put everybody on an equal playing field. For students who complete the FAFSA, we also have very, very good need-based financial aid. And our average financial aid award for fall 2020 students was over $40,000. That's significant financial aid. We're open for visitors. We have 4 daily tours, and you can meet with an admission counselor, talk with a financial aid representative or a coach. And we're actually open for students interested in looking at fall 21 and 22. So we're open for high school juniors and seniors. You can find our visit request form on our website. I appreciate your time today, and I look forward to seeing your questions in our chat. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Linfield University. We have just a few minutes left here before the end of this session. So before we finish off, I want to give each of our presenters an opportunity to speak one more time about their college or university, to maybe take 30 or 45 seconds and to describe a tradition that you have, or perhaps if you don't have a favorite school tradition, something that you feel is just unique about your school that you would like to share. So as we wrap this up, just if our presenters would pay attention to the Q&A and answer any last minute questions, that would be great. But just a reminder that if we do have to end this session, that each of our presenters will receive a transcript of the questions. So they will be able to follow up with you if questions are not answered. So let's go ahead and we'll go back in the same order that you presented. And we'll start with University of Utah first.
Yes, that's a great question. So a pretty big tradition at the University of Utah is we've got a big U on the mountain, on the Wasatch Mountain, which is right really on the back of our campus. And so we're nestled on the east side of the valley. And so anytime our athletic teams win, the big U will light up. You can also hike to the U. And so if you're into just hiking or biking, the U is one of many different hiking trails nestled right in back of our residence hall. So like I said, we really do offer the best of both worlds in terms of locations, but we love athletics, we love that winning spirit, and we're all about outdoor recreation and allowing you to get out there and enjoy the great outdoors.
Thanks. So with traditions, as you can see behind me, there's this poster, what it says on it's green vibes only. We love green vibes. Green is our school color, any type of shade. One of the things, or I guess a tradition that we do is we actually have what is called a Wolverine Wednesday, which is, it's when you get to wear green. And if you wear green on Wednesday, you get free food. So free food is always available on campus every single day of the week. And there's always a social media challenges to see if you can go through the entire week without having to buy food, because there's always free food everywhere on campus, especially when you wear green on Wednesdays.
I think I'm next.
Erin's going. Sorry, go ahead, Erin.
Awesome. Yes, there's free food everywhere in college. It's the best. For Gonzaga, men's and women's basketball is really impressive. Men's basketball This year, we're ranked first in the nation going into the new season. So it's really a tough year to not have fans. Huge tradition on campus is getting a ticket. The tickets are free for students. There's 1,250 seats, the whole bottom half of the arena. But to be in the front row of a game and be on camera and on the floor and everything, you're going to have to compete for that. So there's a system of a tweet going out. First person at a secret location gets the first tent number, 8 people per tent. You're camping out for a couple nights to get into the game. First person with the person who gets the first tent number, definitely they're going to be on the floor on TV on ESPN. So that's a huge tradition on campus. And but anyone can just line up for a ticket on a Sunday. The line takes a couple hours and there's no bad seat in the arena. So the fun part is trying to get on the floor.
All right, Loyola Marymount.
We have a birthday tradition at LMU. So we have this giant body of water that's located on our campus. And if it's your birthday, whether it be, I mean, it's pretty sunny in California, but if it's on one of those colder winter days, you're going to get dunked. And that's the big tradition your freshman year. Everyone, the freshman class gets together, or whoever's in your dormitory, they grab you and they take you over to the fountain that we have out there, and they toss you in. Very safe, you know, but it is one of those traditions that that happens to your freshman year. If they don't get you your freshman year, you're definitely going to have it either your sophomore, junior, or possibly your senior year. I got dunked all 4 years, so you know it was a great experience and something that I always remember.
All right, and Linfield University.
Hi, thank you. I was smiling when Jesse said that they had the Wednesday celebration, because we also have Wildcat Wednesday, and it's very similar. But so I will talk about a different tradition. But we have, first of all, our football team has the longest winning streak in the entire nation, regardless of division, 65 consecutive winning streaks. And so at every single home game, we block off one of the streets that's that kind of goes up and down the academic complex, and that entire street is a festival, an outdoor festival celebration. We have food carts, we have games with prizes. Mac the Wildcat is our mascot. He comes out and hangs out and loves to take photos with students and family members. And then we also have a beer and wine garden for parents and for individuals who are 21 years and older. And it's just a really, really festive time. Our Hawaii Student Club always has a booth there. They sell terry sticks, terry chicken, and terry beef. And so it's just a really fun celebration and a show of school spirit.
All right. Thank you for sharing those. So we have come to the end. We are about out of time. So I just want to take this opportunity to thank each of our presenters for being here this evening. I thank our attendees for participating as well. Again, if any questions were not answered, our presenters will receive the transcript of those questions so they can follow up. But I also want to encourage our attendees to go ahead and follow up with our presenters at any point after this particular virtual college fair. They are certainly available via email, text, phone, and be happy to answer any questions that you would have. So again, I just want to thank you for joining. Just so that you know, when you close out of your screen, you will receive a 4-question survey. And we do hope that you will go ahead and provide us with some feedback about the particular session. Also, just remember, you can sign up for other sessions, and that there will also be a recording of this one and all other sessions available within about a week at the website where you registered for this program. So with that being said, I think we're about out of time. And so again, I just would like to thank each of our presenters and thank our attendees for joining us, and hope you have a good either rest of your day or night, whatever that might be. Thank you.